How did I make six figures as a real estate agent in my first year? Well, technically, it was the second time in real estate because the first time I joined real estate, I actually failed it. I left the industry altogether, but I came back and I did things differently the second time. So in today's video, I'm going to discuss how I made six figures as a real estate agent. So today I'm going to share a lot of stories of things that happened to me, but if you're just looking for the answer, here it is. What I did differently is one, I had direction in where I wanted to go. I built the business how I wanted to build and lead generate, which was YouTube. And three, I took action on the direction that I was given that I wanted to take and how I wanted to build my business. Now I'm going to expand on all of that. So stick with me as I discuss what happened with real estate, how I grew in real estate, and how I made it to six figures that first year back to real estate. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Junior Francica and I'm a real estate agent. If you get any value from this video, please go ahead and subscribe and like the channel. And if you guys have any feedback for me or want me to talk about anything specifically, feel free to reach out to me on my Instagram. We'll love to connect with you guys. So that being said, let's get to today's video. So the reason I became a real estate the first time is that I had a buddy that I worked for, back in the day, and I saw on social media that he was a real estate agent. And like most people, we just love people that are real estate agents because we want to talk about housing because of HGTV, so on and so forth. So I messaged him. I was like, dude, you're killing it in real estate. I see you have all these closings, how is it going? Are you making any money? Just curious. He actually sent me back a picture of two separate checks. One check was $19,000 and the other check was $12,000 or $13,000, and my jaw dropped. I've never seen a check that big, and in my mind, I was like, I'm sold. I need to be a real estate agent. Talking more with this friend, I'm like, hey, what brokerage are you in? Who are you with? I'm going to join wherever you are because whatever you're doing, I want to do. I want to be successful like you. So what happened the first time? I got my license. It was early 2018, about February timeframe, and I started working as a real estate agent. My thoughts were, all I need to do is get my license and my phone is going to start blowing up. People are going to start calling me. I'm going to start selling houses. I'm going to have all these checks and life is going to be great. But that was not the reality. I got 0 phone calls. I sold 0 houses for 10 months. So from February till October, I sold 0 houses. I had a family, I had kids, and I hustled. I did Uber, I worked in landscaping, I worked at the school. I did so many different things just to make ends meet and to have money for food and for gas. It took a lot out of me, and I made the decision to leave the business altogether. So I went back to school, got a degree, and got a real job and started to working that job. Now here is when the second time comes into play. I was working this real job, my corporate job, and it wasn't fulfilling me. I didn't see where I could grow in this position that I was in, and I wanted to make more money and I wanted to have a better lifestyle for me and my family. And again, I remembered real estate. I prayed a lot about it and I asked God for guidance in my life. And funny enough, I had a friend reach out to me and say, hey, you're a real estate agent, right? Or you did have your license. Can you sell our house for me? And for me, I remember the bad experiences I had the first time trying to sell houses. It wasn't like I didn't have any leads. I had a couple of leads, but they were bad experiences and I didn't want to get back to real estate, but I kept praying, God, is this the path you want me to take? And he sent me my friend to sell their house, but I still didn't want to do it. I actually told him, hey, I will give you all the information. Sell your house first sale by owner, which means they listed themselves on Zillow or anywhere else and try to sell it themselves. And they went on their way. 2 to 3 weeks later, they came back to me like, dude, please just help us sell our house. It'll be this one-time thing. You'll make some money. And I was like, fine. I could use the money. Let me go ahead and do that. So I renewed my license. And when it came down to choose where I wanted to go, would I go back to the brokerage that I was the first time, or would I try something new? What I did was I searched for people that could help me or give me direction and inspire me to build the business that I wanted to build and not just go anywhere and do whatever they told me. So what I did is I connected with some people that were building their business on YouTube. Now, I do not love cold calling, door knocking, any of that type of stuff. And my old brokerage, that's what they taught you to do. They said, for you to be successful, you got to door knock, cold call, open houses, all these different things. And you can be successful that way. But I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to build my business like that. So I was ready to start on YouTube. So I joined this new brokerage and I sold my buddy's house, and I made $14,000 in that one deal. I double-sided it, meaning I was selling for the seller and somebody driving by saw the sign and called me, and I was able to bring in the buyer, and I double-sided it, made $14,000. At the time, as a financial analyst, I was making $45,000 a year. So every other week I was making $1,500. So to make $14,000 in one check for me was a sign from God saying, hey, you need to be back in real estate. So I decided to start a YouTube channel. And this is where kind of the first reason why I was able to be successful and make six figures that first year is because I had direction, right? I joined people that essentially were like, hey man, we did it on YouTube. Here's a YouTube course. All you have to do is take this course, make these videos, and kind of go in this direction. And for me, that was awesome because it was something that I really needed and I really appreciated the direction that I was given. But you as a new agent or a seasoned agent, you need to be self-aware in the direction that you're given, because like the first time when I joined real estate, they try to give me direction as far as like cold calling scripts or door knocking scripts or open houses, but that wasn't the direction that I wanted to go. And my skills didn't align with that. And my interest did not align with that. So you need to be self-aware that whoever you get help from, make sure it aligns with the direction that you want to follow. Now, that doesn't mean that because you have direction, it's not going to be scary. I was scared out of my eyeballs, which leads me into the second point, is that I was building my business in the area that I wanted to do, right? A lot of times, yes, we can force ourselves to pick up the phone and just cold call all day, and we might even get good at it, but eventually we're going to get burnt out because it's not something we want to do. I get burnt out sometimes with recording videos or doing these type of content, and I love it, right? So imagine if you're doing something that you do not even enjoy or want to be doing. So I was building my business on social media and specifically YouTube. And over time, my skill on YouTube got better and better and better. So I started my channel in April of 2021, and it wasn't until August of 2021. So April, May, June, July, August. So 4 months of no closings. But then once I got that first closings, from August to December, I closed 17 homes from all my lead generation on YouTube. So it was hard to continue to make videos every single week for 4 months with no return whatsoever until I finally got a closing, right? In that time period to where you don't know if what you're doing is working, if you don't enjoy what you do, it's gonna make it a whole lot harder to continue to do that action over and over and over without seeing any results. So if at least you're doing something that you enjoy and you know and you have a framework from others that, hey, this works, you just need to put in the time and eventually it will pay off. I think that's vitally important for you to be successful in whatever avenue or area of real estate you want to focus your business on. And the third thing that helped me get to six figures my first year is that I took action. Right. I actually joined the brokerage in March of 21. I sold that one friend's house and didn't really do much for a couple weeks, but eventually I was like, you know what? I need to stop doing this. April of 21, I started my channel. If you go back to my channel and scroll all the way down to my very first video, I still look back at it and kind of chuckle at myself because I look scared. I did not want to put myself on video because I didn't think I was good enough. I didn't think I was capable. I didn't think I was professional enough to talk about my area and to lead generate and have people actually reach out to me. Like, why would they reach out to me when they can call anybody else? But I took the leap, I took action, and I focused and I did the work. That first video I recorded for 4 hours and it came out to a 5-minute video. I kept messing up. I didn't know what to say. I was shy. It was just a whole lot of emotions running through me, but it didn't matter. I took the action that I needed to take to get to the end result to build my business. So every week I did videos, and every week I got better and better and better. I started with a tiny little GoPro with a little selfie stick, and I would go to a park, I would put it on a table and just talk. Eventually I grew into, having better equipment and having a nicer office and being better on camera. It's still something that's not very natural for me, but I'm way more comfortable and I enjoy it a lot more than when I first started. So from August when I got my first closing to December of 2021, I actually closed 17 homes and I grossed $130,000. And for me, that was life-changing money. I knew eventually I was going to make that much money, but I really didn't know how I was going to get there. And it's crazy when you have direction, you're doing more or less what you want to do and how you want to grow your business, and you take action based on the direction, how much forward and how much you're going to propel you and your business forward to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve in life and in business. So that's essentially the story of how I made 6 figures the first year as a real estate agent, the second time. And just so you know, the second year, I almost doubled the amount of houses and gross commission. And this third year, I'm looking to even double that because of video marketing, because of YouTube and social media, and being a lot more active and taking action on any direction I want in my business. That's going to move me forward, and that's what's going to move you guys forward. So I hope I was able to give you some value and answer some questions. If you guys are looking to build your business on YouTube right now, feel free to reach out to me on my Instagram. It's right here. I would love to help you guys out. I had people help me, and it made a world of a difference for me and my family and my business. I would love to do that for you guys. So with that being said, if you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. Again, like, subscribe. Until next time, take care and God bless.